When I was 6 years old, we got electricity on the farm in Cecilia. And my father and I used to listen to the heavyweight fights live from Madison Square Garden every Saturday night. The big Joe Louis and all them great fighters. But after the fights, this gravelly voice would come on the radio and go like, live from the streets of New York, jazz with Moondog. So Moondog was my first underground New York hero. He introduced me to jazz. In 1968, I was visiting Keith Sonnier, and he suggested that I contact a composer by the name of Philip Glass, who he said he saw a concert. He said it was orally interesting and also visually interesting. And I said, what do you mean visually? Philip had one sheet of music in a maze that he had built, and he had a violin player walking around and playing the part. So I called Philip and I went over. And he had just come back from Paris, where he was studying with Nadim Boulanger, the great classical composer. As I was walking out, Philip said, what are you doing this weekend? He said, why don't you come to Steve Reich, another friend of his, composer. We were having a dinner with other composers, bring your instrument, and everybody played their music. Philip got up and played for 45 minutes. He said I was going to play a short piece. Well, 45 minutes later, he quit. So he then said, I have to make tea for a blind friend of mine. And I said, well, who's that? He says, Moondog. And when he said Moondog's name, I thought to myself, if this man, Philip Glass, has Moondog living with him, I have to pay attention to who Philip Glass is. And at the time, I was very interested in new music of Europe, the Stockhausen, Boulez, Stravinsky, those cacophonic, or whatever you want to call it, very difficult music. And with Philip's music, I told him it was the most beautiful music I'd ever heard, new music I'd heard. So he said, well, if you like that music, I'm starting an ensemble in '69. Would you join? I'm going thinking to myself, sure. So thinking I had a job playing music, I came back to Louisiana, packed up everything, and went to New York. And when I got there, I realized that Philip had only one concert in 1969. So he said, you need work? He said, well, my cousin and I have a moving company, come and see what we do. So the next morning I went to him, climbed a 5-flight tenement house, and Philip put a refrigerator on his back and walked it down the stairs. Refrigerators were light in those days, and not these monsters we have today. When we got downstairs, look, man, I've milked cows, picked cotton, dug ditches, broke corn, cut sugar cane, dug sweet potatoes. I'm not moving anybody's freaking furniture. Well, what can you do? I said, I can plumbing. So he said, well, look, you're brand new in the city. I'll get the license. You'll be my assistant, and we'll do plumbing. So we did plumbing for a few years. You just did what you had to do. I was running around with Richard Serra, melting lead and splashing against the wall and cutting up buildings with an artist with chainsaws. Then I started taking photographs. I was a dishwasher. I did whatever I had to do to stay in New York. For some it's easy. But for me, it wasn't that easy. But my work ethic, like I said, I get up in the morning, milk cows, go to church, sing, go to school, come back, milk cows, and then go do the theater at night with the farm. You need help? I do all the farm work myself. So at 78, it's not bad. I photograph just something every day. At the moment, I have 16 photographs out of the 50 photographs of my New York show in Dubai. With that, I'm also going to probably be doing a solo concert there in May. My art career has been resurrected. I had my first painting show in New York City last May. With that, I sold three paintings. And with my photographs that have been touring, and then this show in Laramie, Wyoming, the University of Wyoming in Laramie, I have to start painting soon. I've got a show in about 9 months, so. Robert Plant said, oh, you had a great career. I'm like, what you mean, had? I still don't know what I want to do when I grow up. What drives a man to write 600 songs like Bob Dylan? What drives a man like Chuck Close, who is paraplegic, to keep painting every morning? What drives Rauschenberg to wake up in the morning at 11 o'clock and make art all day? What drives Kathy's husband, Francis Bobby, to work 9 to 5 on his art? It's I don't know what you call it. It's just like, you know, it's something you do. If I was a farmer, I'd be the best farmer around. If I was a glassmaker, I'd be the best glassmaker around. You know, it's what you do. And you don't wait for the muse, like I said before. You wake up in the morning, you do it, or forget about it. You know, I'm gonna wait around for something to happen. That doesn't work that way.